Hey. Obviously, I am not Mike. I have commandeered his account because today I posted something in Facebook stories and they said it violated their community standards. And all it was a quote by Adolf Hitler about how fortunate for leaders that men do not think. Didn't really see anything wrong with that, but apparently they did. So my dilemma is this. So now Facebook has taken away my right to go live for 30 days. And as you know, I typically cook on Wednesdays or at some point in the week. And I already had something lined up to do. So I thought, I wonder if I use Mike's account and I tag me, if it'll show up on my timeline. Of course, I'll have to go and actually give it permission to post there. It may not work. I may have to come up with something else, but yeah, the death of the First Amendment, whatever. So anyway, the real reason that I came on, because I thought, I kind of needed to do this video anyway, because I've got all sorts of friends and clients who are about to be on spring break next week. Some of you may already be on spring break. You may already be traveling, and others of you, it just depends on where you are. Sometimes people just want to take it easy. I'm talking about my teacher friends. I was always like, what are y'all going to do for spring break? What are y'all going to do? And a lot of times people are like, I just need to rest at home and do gardening, or something like that, which is really cool. But I was I was always jetting off somewhere. I'm like, freedom for 1 week. I got to go. So, but here's the thing. Some people have been on really good health journeys and there's summer coming up and they have some really special summer vacations where they want to feel good about themselves. And y'all, I'm not saying that because you don't look good in a swimsuit or anything that you're not worthy. That's not what this is about. It's about how you feel about yourself. If you are feeling good about the way you feel and you have more energy and it just makes everything better. I wish I'd hopped on our program back in 2017 before we went for the Baltic Sea cruise. But I thought, no, I don't want to start a diet, before we go on this cruise. So I didn't. But anyway, it's a little bit of my regret. So anyway, when you're traveling, here's some real quick tips, okay? I wrote down 5 of them. Okay, and if you just use 3 of them, that would be good, be better than not having any plan. One is hydrate. Too oftentimes we are dehydrated and we really should be drinking about half of our body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should probably be drinking about 100 ounces of water. Now, if you weigh 300 pounds, I think 150 ounces of water would be a little bit crazy. So maybe top it out at 100. But if I weigh 160 pounds, then I probably need to be drinking 80 ounces of water, okay? So 48 ounces ain't gonna cut it, all right? And then if you're flying, you probably should really even drink some more, or if you're at higher altitudes, because we dry out, okay? And water has so many wonderful things for us. It's not just for our weight, it's for our skin, for the wrinkles, lack of, or more, it really, there's a lot of wonderful effects of water. So number 1, hydrate. Number 2 is plan and pack. So you want to make sure you take some healthy snacks along the way. Like I don't get in the car, I don't get on the plane with like some almonds or something, some protein bars, something that is really substantial, like airplane food. Oh my goodness, give me a break. I'd rather eat a good protein bar any day and feel better about myself. If I'm on a road trip, that seems to be a little bit more difficult for me. I don't know about you guys, because you have to stop and go to the bathroom, and so then you got to walk by the chip aisle. If you're in Buc-ee's, just forget it, just make a beeline and get the heck out of there as fast as you can. That's a hard one. But what was it? Bucky, Alabama? Bucky, Bama. Love it. And that was so cool when I was in Alabama. So just make a plan and pack some snacks that are healthy, that you can munch on without it being too unhealthy for you. If you're traveling, you're probably going to dine out a lot. And one thing that's really cool is I think that there are plenty of options out there for you at any diner. I do know I use TripAdvisor a lot. to look up not only the ranking of the restaurant, but to look up their menu. So, okay, what's kind of close to where we are? What rates at least 4 stars or above? And then let's look at the menu, because I need to have a game plan of what I'm going to eat. Now, I was kind of like that even before with, being on a health plan or whatever, but especially now. I want to see what's on that menu, and hopefully even if they have prices on there, that's helpful too. But, you can, if you're with your partner, if you're traveling with somebody or your husband, wife, or whatever, you could split a meal, because usually restaurants, especially in the South, serve too much. You can split it, or sometimes I'll eat an appetizer and a salad, and that's plenty. When I order meats, like on the entree, I make sure they're not fried. I always get grilled. I don't do blackened either. Blackened's not that healthy. There's a lot of sodium in it and other things that are not very healthy for you. So look for those kind of dishes, and look for the veggies, okay? Mac and cheese is not a veggie. Stay away from the starches. If you're like me, then if you're going to eat a lot of bread, a lot of potatoes, a lot of pasta, that's going to pack on the pounds, okay? So 1, hydrate. 2, pack and plan. 3, eating out healthy, very easy. And 4, move. Move. Make it a point to get moving somehow, some way. If you're staying in a hotel, a lot of times they'll have a fitness room. Make sure, if we stop off somewhere, I try to park as far away as possible. If I'm going to Buc-ee's, there's so much parking that you can, oops, sorry, that was my timer for something else. There's always parking way far away, and I do that to stretch my legs. I did that, before too, because I feel like moving is good. It makes you a better driver in the long run, just makes you not be crazy. So anyway, move. And if you're like going somewhere, of course I don't think anybody's going to Europe right now, but that's one thing I love about Europe, is you never have a problem with that, because everybody's biking and walking everywhere. It's pretty cool. So get moving, do something to move. Now the last one I have to say, this is something somebody else brought up, and I can't say that I'm the best about doing it, is if you're going to stay at a hotel, find their scale, which is usually in the fitness room, weigh first thing in the morning, and kind of have a baseline weight of where you are to know if what you're doing is effective or not. Now, that's, I don't do that because I don't want to go down and find the scale the first thing in the morning. But that is another strategy. It also mentally, could okay, I got to cut this out if you're not doing so hot. Actually seeing the numbers on a scale. And I know all scales are different too. That's why it's important, if you were going to do this, that as soon as you got to your destination, that you went ahead and weighed the very next day at the beginning. That way the scale is consistent. So, and then, wear fitted clothes from time to time. Don't always wear the yoga pants. I know in the car or on the plane, they're very comfortable, but the problem is that they're sort of like wearing scrubs or something. So you don't really get a feel for when you're getting a little bit out of control, especially if you're on vacation for, more than a week. That can happen. And then when you come back, that was really my 5 right there. But what I will say is, when you come back, end the vacation, okay? End it. You got to take back control of what you're doing, okay? So like when we were in Spain and we got back after 2 weeks, actually it was more than 2 weeks, it was like, this insanity needs to end. We got to get back to what we know works and how we feel good. So that is also a big, no matter what happened on vacation, then you got to make sure that when you get back, that you get back to business. So thanks for bearing with me. I know I'm not Mike. Sorry if you're disappointed. But until Facebook releases my account, because apparently we can't even mention something from history now without getting blocked. So who would have thought? That was a quote I got out of a history teacher's room many years ago, so it seemed like it would apply to anybody of all political levels, and it wasn't a call to arms by any means. So anyway, happy Transformation Tuesday. Be good, y'all. Bye.